Steve of Steamboat Rock, Iowa, a lifelong farmer, suffered a house fire in March of 2013, which burned his home to the ground. He decided to rebuild with Sunrise Housing. He was generous enough to share his experience.
Well, what happened on March 17th of 2013, my house burned down. And it was built in 1878, and it was family farm, family house, and needed a home. Insurance told me that I could build a home for a certain price, and I soon found out that I did not have adequate insurance. And I had looked at modular homes before the house burnt, in the future of building a house to retire in, and started researching and found Sunrise here in Iowa Falls, very close, and researched 3 or 4 different other companies and found out that I really enjoyed what they had to offer, and started looking at structures and things. Settled on this Rochester home. My son actually one of my sons lives in Indiana, and not very far from Rochester. Went out to visit him in Kokomo, and then went and toured the factory and visited with the people out there, and decided that this was a very well built home, and that's why I went the way I went. Sunrise has been in the area for a long period of time. In fact, they were there when I was going to college back in '79 through '81, and drove by. Been through their display homes in years past several times, just stopping in, looking at things, admiring the type of homes that they had, the floor plans, and different things. I ended up with what I wanted, pretty much 100%, and with no extra cost. I checked with other companies that built modular homes, and okay, you had 1 or 2, 3 maybe bathroom designs. You had 2 or 3 different living room designs, 2 or 3 different kitchen designs, and that was it. And if you wanted to move a wall because you wanted this room bigger or smaller or anything like that, it cost you $50 every time you move a wall. Well, no thank you. So we started working with Jack on this situation. It didn't cost me anything to move walls, to do different things like that, and came up with a floor plan that worked for my daughter, who still lives with me, for my daughter and I, on a very convenient basis, and we both pretty much got what we wanted. So very, very pleased with the design. Just phenomenal, I guess, as far as service, as far as when I call, they bend over backwards to try and get to me as soon as they can. I mean, I understand that they have other things going on, and you can't have somebody here in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but I absolutely can't complain. Everything that they've told me that they would do, they have honored what they've said. And for me, that's huge. It's warm, it's tight, there's no air leaks. When the air conditioner's running, it's cool in here. I mean, it'll just cool it down to nothing, way down. I went ahead and spent a little extra money and put in-floor heat in my basement and in-floor heat in my garage. I just have a forced air furnace, plus I have an air source heat pump that I also added on to the system. When I walk in my house in the wintertime, this past winter, I'm warm. I can walk around in my house in a t-shirt just like I'm right here. I don't need to cover up with blankets. I don't need to do any of that. When it rains real hard, you can hear a little bit of the rain on the roof, but not much. I guess everything that I've wanted in a home, as far as being from living in an 1878 home to having drafts and all that type of stuff. I have a new home here that is tight, is comfortable, is quiet, and it's just cozy. In my opinion, it's cozy, and that's what I've always dreamed of for a home. Telling them that, okay, I ordered the house We sat down, did the floor plan. I knew exactly what I was going to get, and saying, okay, I've got a lot of other things that I have to do. Take care of this for me. And it was taken care of. Research it. You know, go as far as you can go as far as researching it. Check your prices. The prices on this situation for me here were incredibly reasonable in comparison to some of the other homes that I chose. Really look before you build a home, before you hire somebody to stick build a home, really look at how the home is stick built in comparison to how one of these is built. If you really look at it, it's the exact same thing. It's just this comes in on a truck versus that is there on site. And I would recommend, to me personally, for my situation here, I would recommend one of these homes to anyone. And you can custom design it. You can do whatever you want inside these things and all of that. Basically no extra cost. So, I mean, yeah, you pay for your windows. If you want different style windows, but it's going to cost you that if you stick build it too. And you're not making a million trips to Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's to get this little bit of a faucet and this little bit of an O-ring and you know, this 5-gallon can of this and that and all that. It's all taken care of for you. So for me, convenience, that aspect was awesome.